Hey there friend, welcome to this 10-minute yoga practice for stress relief. This practice is for you if you just need to take a few minutes to yourself, process whatever stressful feelings you're having, and just giving the body an opportunity to get rid of that stress. So we'll begin our practice today in child's pose. You can have your knees together or you can keep them far apart. Keep your big toes together and then we'll stretch our hands towards the front of the mat. Maybe your forehead will come to the mat here, and if it doesn't, you can just use your hands underneath, or you can bring a cushion or a yoga block in underneath your forehead. And if your hips don't quite reach your heels yet, that's okay. Again, you can have a cushion or a yoga block in underneath your hips just to help bridge the gap a little bit. So straight away, just tapping into our breath, noticing how each inhalation expands your belly, opens up your rib cage. Maybe you can feel that breath opening up your throat as well. And then each time we exhale, the belly gets smaller, rib cage closes again, maybe your throat empties. You might take a moment here just to roll your forehead against the mat, gently rocking your head side to side. Now, if your arms are not already at the front of the mat, you can bring them there. Press your finger pads into the mat and use your next breath in to pull yourself back up. From here, we'll come into tabletop pose, having our wrists directly below the shoulders, knees directly below the hips. Doing a few rounds of cat and cow here. As we inhale, we'll bring our tailbone up towards the ceiling, drop the belly towards the mat, bring your chest slightly forward, and then look up. As you exhale, tailbone points down. Round your spine, tuck your chin towards your chest and drop your head down. Inhaling, tailbone pointing up, dropping your belly, chest forward, eyes up. Exhaling, tailbone down, round your spine, chin to chest, and drop your head. And we'll keep going a few more here at your own pace. And the next time that your spine is neutral, you can pause there, back into tabletop pose. We'll bring our hips over towards the left and then look back over your left shoulder. Take a big breath in here, opening up through the right side of your body. And then exhaling, hips can come over to the right. Look back over your right shoulder. Big breath into your left lung. Exhale brings us back to center. We'll walk our hands now towards the front of the mat. Curl your toes onto the ground behind you and then lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Take as much time as you need here to settle into the pose. You might paddle your feet, stretching the back of your legs. And with time, encouraging your head to drop towards the mat. Maybe your ears come in line with your biceps. And then point your tailbone towards the ceiling. Take a few really big breaths here in down dog, opening up your belly, expanding through your rib cage. Now you can start to walk your feet towards your hands, eventually landing into a standing forward fold. Feet about hip distance apart. Knees can stay bent here. Try to keep your spine straight and drop your nose towards your knees. Hands can hang low or they can come to grab opposite elbows here. We're going to spend a moment or two here in standing forward fold. Sending all the blood down towards our head here. It has a really calming effect on the mind, and it's a great way to release stress. You can release your hands back down to the mat if they're not already there. And then we'll walk both hands over towards the left side of the mat, taking a long breath in all along the right side of your body. And then when you're ready, hands can walk over towards the right side of your mat. Big breath in along your left side. And then exhaling back to center. Walk your feet a little bit wider apart now, maybe to about mat distance apart. Have them on a 45-degree angle so your toes are pointing away from you. And now we're going to make our way down into a Yogi Squat. So nice and slowly, just starting to drop those hips down in between the feet. Elbows can come to the inside of your knees. Palms might come together. You might gently use those elbows to open up the knees a little bit more. We're only staying here for a few seconds. Try to keep your spine nice and straight. It doesn't matter what this pose looks like, just focusing on how it feels. Take a really big breath in here all the way down to your pelvis. Exhaling to get rid of any stress that you might have down there. To come out of the pose now, you might start to bring those hands back behind you and then slowly release your hips down onto the mat. You can take your legs out wide in front of you, and you might need to just shake them off here for a moment. We'll make our way into a spinal twist now. So you're bringing the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Left leg can stay long, or you can bend that left leg to bring your left foot to the outside of your right hip. Right hand comes in behind your tailbone, as close to it as you can get it, and use that right arm like a pillar here to prop up your spine. Left hand reaches towards the ceiling. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, rotate your torso towards the right side of your mat. Hook your elbow to your top knee and then start to gently twist. Twisting from the waist, then the rib cage, and then your neck, maybe looking back over that right shoulder. Each inhalation lengthens the spine. Each exhalation helps you to twist a little bit deeper. We'll slowly start to make our way back to center. Undo those legs, give them a little shake off if they need it. And then this time your left foot comes to the outside of your right knee. Maybe right leg bends here to bring that foot over towards your left hip. Left hand comes in behind your tailbone and the left arm props up your spine. Right arm reaches up. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to rotate towards your left, hooking elbow to knee, twisting from the waist, rib cage, and then neck. Slowly starting to make our way back to center, releasing our legs from the pose, shaking them off. Now you can come to sit on your mat, whatever way is most comfortable for you. You can bring your palms together at your chest, close your eyes and bow your head towards your heart. We'll take a few of the deepest breaths that we've taken so far today. Breathing deeply into your belly. And then maybe exhaling from your mouth, getting rid of anything that you don't want to take with you into the rest of the day. Getting rid of all that stress and tension. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this 10-minute practice for stress relief. If you did, make sure to check out some of the other 10-minute videos that I have here on the channel. And if you like these videos, please consider subscribing. It really helps me out and I really appreciate it. Until next time, namaste.